Welcome to The Deep Dive. Today, well, we're getting into some really fascinating source material. It's a text called The Softest Breath of Pure Being.
A very intriguing title.
Isn't it? And our mission today is really to unpack some genuinely profound ideas it presents. Ideas about existence, awareness, maybe what's beyond our usual grasp of reality.
Right. It offers a very unique angle on the ultimate source of, well, everything.
Exactly. And I think you'll find it challenges some, pretty standard ways we think about the divine or ultimate reality. It might make you reconsider a few things.
It certainly made me pause and reflect.
Okay, so let's just dive straight in. The text hits you right away with this pretty bold claim. It says, and I'm quoting here, God is not the light, but that which causes the light to be. And God is not the mind, but that which causes the mind to be.
Same structure.
And God is not the spirit, but that which causes the spirit to be.
Okay.
Yeah. When I first read that, the thing that jumped out was this clear distinction. It's not saying the source is light or is mind or spirit.
Right. Which many traditions might imply.
Precisely. Instead, it's pointing to the cause behind them, the force that makes them possible. It feels like a shift from the thing itself to its origin point.
That's absolutely the critical insight here. It's not just playing with words. It's asking for a fundamental shift in perspective.
How so?
Well, think about it. So often, divinity or the ultimate is associated with these powerful phenomena. Light signifies truth. Mind suggests consciousness. Spirit is life force.
Sure, those are common associations.
But this text deliberately steps back by saying not the light, but the cause of the light. It's pushing us to look beneath the surface, deeper than what we can perceive or name easily.
So it's not about finding God in the light.
It's about recognizing the source as the very possibility for light or mind or spirit to even exist, to manifest. It's moving from attributes to the generative power itself.
Okay, I think I'm getting that. So this distinction, it kind of stops us from limiting the source, right? Because light, mind, spirit, they're still phenomena, things we can sort of conceptualize.
Exactly. They are still manifestations.
And the text is saying, hold on, the source is more fundamental than that. It's the reason those things can even be. That feels significant.
It is significant. And for you listening, this really prompts a different kind of inquiry. It's moving past identifying with what is to asking why it is. What's the unmanifest root?
Right, pushing beyond the concepts we normally use.
Precisely. It's about seeking that pure potential before it takes any particular shape or form.
Which actually brings us neatly to the next bit. Because the text doesn't just leave us hanging with this abstract cause. It tries to describe where this pure being is found.
Ah, yes, the descriptions of the location, so to speak.
And they are incredibly evocative, almost paradoxical, really. It says this realm is in the dark void of the pure, empty awareness.
Okay, pause there. Dark void and pure, empty awareness.
Exactly. How do those fit together? And then it continues.
Yeah.
The innermost stillness of the silence of the true self.
Deep stillness, silence.
In the heaven beyond the heavens, in the realm of pure being. A heaven beyond heavens. It's quite layered.
It is. And these are pointers, not literal map coordinates. They use paradox to nudge our understanding beyond the usual limits.
So what does dark void mean here, if not just nothingness?
Well, think of dark as meaning without form. Not negative, but lacking the shapes, colors, the sensory data we usually rely on. It's the darkness of pure, undifferentiated potential. Everything could arise from it, but nothing specific has yet.
Okay. Formless potential.
Exactly. And then pair that with pure, empty awareness. This isn't unawareness. It's awareness that's empty of content. No thoughts, images, sensations. Just consciousness itself, aware only of its own being.
Like a screen before the movie starts.
That's a great analogy. Full of potential, utterly empty of specific. So it's not nothingness, it's
nothingness.
Precisely. And then innermost stillness of the silence of the true self that points to absolute peace, a quiet beyond mental chatter. The true self isn't our personality or ego.
It's something deeper.
Much deeper. Untouched by the everyday ups and downs, and calling it the heaven beyond the heavens, that's just emphasizing its transcendence. It's not just another level, it's the foundation underneath all levels, all concepts of heaven.
Yeah, so these terms, they're all pointing towards what? Non-duality.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. A state where distinctions like dark and light, empty and full, self and other just dissolve. It's beyond space, beyond senses as we know them. It's not a place you go to.
It's a fundamental state of being.
Exactly, a foundational reality. And for you listening, these abstract ideas really push you, don't they? How do you make sense of a dark void that's also pure awareness? It challenges assumptions about what existence even is.
It absolutely does. Redefining space or state. But then it gets even more intriguing because the text doesn't just stop at where this pure being is. It describes what actually happens within that stillness.
The activity within the stillness, another seeming paradox.
Right. It says that within this realm of pure being, there is the softest of all breathing.
The softest breathing.
As a present memory and the one and only light and shadow awareness. As the frequency of the vibration of pure being.
Okay, there's a lot packed in there.
There really is.
Yeah.
Softest breathing, present memory, frequency of vibration. How do these dynamic ideas fit into that absolute stillness we just talked about?
That's the beautiful synthesis the text offers. It shows how stillness and dynamism aren't mutually exclusive at this level.
Okay, break it down. Softest of all breathing.
Think of it as the most subtle, continuous pulse imaginable. Not a big bang, not a forceful creation, but a gentle, constant emanation. Like life itself, but almost imperceptible. It suggests the ultimate isn't dead or static.
It's a living stillness.
Precisely. It has this quiet, intrinsic animation. And then, as a present memory,
What does that mean?
present memory implies an inherent self-awareness. It's not like remembering something past. It's an always-on, intrinsic knowing of its own essence, its origin. It's never forgotten, always present.
And the light and shadow awareness.
That suggests a fundamental consciousness that holds all possibilities, both manifestation and unmanifestation, shadow, potential, and actuality within itself. A unified awareness embracing polarity.
Okay. And finally, the kicker. As the frequency of the vibration of pure being.
Yeah, this connects everything to energy, to physics almost. It suggests that being itself, in its absolute purest form, isn't static. It vibrates. It has a fundamental frequency, a resonance.
Like the primordial hum of the universe?
You could think of it that way, the base note from which all other frequencies, all other forms of reality emerge. It's saying that existence at its core is energetic, resonant, vibrational.
So even in that profound stillness, there's this subtle breath, this self-aware memory, this underlying vibration. It's dynamic.
It's a dynamic stillness, a vibrant emptiness, an aware void. It's not a static thing at all.
And thinking about that frequency of vibration, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? If pure being vibrates, maybe everything else, us, our thoughts, the physical world, are just different expressions, different frequencies stemming from that one source vibration.
That's a powerful implication, absolutely. It suggests a deep connection, that fundamentally we are expressions of this resonating being, not separate from it. We're part of that living stillness, that quiet pulse.
That's a lot to take in. Okay, so let's quickly recap this deep dive. We started with that challenge. The ultimate source isn't the thing, but the cause of the thing.
Right. Shifting from manifestation to origin.
Then we explored where this source resides, this paradoxical realm. Dark void, pure awareness, innermost stillness, beyond heavens.
Pointing towards a transcendent, non-dual state.
And finally, we looked at the subtle life within it. The softest breath, the present memory, and that key idea, the frequency of the vibration of pure being.
It's a vision that really pushes us beyond everyday perception, doesn't it? Beyond identifying reality with just what we see or think, toward this fundamental causal vibrating essence.
It really does. Which leads us to a final thought for you, the listener, to maybe carry with you. If pure being manifests as this softest breath and a frequency vibration, what happens if you consciously seek out moments of real stillness, of pure awareness in your own life? Could doing that somehow connect you more deeply to this foundational essence? Could it even perhaps influence your own personal functions of being?
A fascinating question to ponder. How does tuning into stillness affect our own vibration?
Something to explore. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.